Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another book review. I know I did this a long time ago, but I'm not sure what was wrong with my compy or what was going on, but it aborted. But this is my second try at a review for a book that I finished a long time ago. It's basically the 15th book of the Dresden series. It's called Skin Game. And in this, we discover that Harry is actually becoming more like his brother Thomas, in the fact that he can't control, well, he can control the mantle of winter to a certain extent, but then it takes over, basically. And it's interesting to see. Yeah?
Going to the subway, okay?
Okay.
Alright, I know what to get you.
Alright, thank you. Appreciate. I'm not sure what's going on here. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened there. I just kind of paused for a moment and then everything went absolutely berserk, but I'm okay now. But anyway, Skin Game. I would absolutely equivocate it with Changes, because I feel like Changes is the book where you get to see Harry's transformation into responsibility and parenthood, and he becomes even more gallant and definitely more altruistic, instead of being that snarky kind of sarcastic, sardonic. Well, I don't know if you could consider him sardonic or not. I guess there's a certain part of him that is sardonic. He is a very multi-layered character, and he becomes more relatable in Skin Game, I do believe, because he's becoming more of a parent, and he feels responsible for not having been in Maggie's life. And she's grown up, and little Harry's grown up as well. And even Molly has surpassed him in her ability. So I knew it would happen. I just had this sense that that's what Jim Butcher was building up to, that he would have the student surpass the master. A lot of books like that do a similar thing. And it's the same kind of storyline. And it's very intriguing to see Lashiel get released, and something really unpredictable happens with her, and it's really quite amusing. But you don't really feel sorry for what happens to this particular character. When it does, you think, she was kind of a jerk anyway, but karma. Yeah, that's all I can say. This book is probably right up there with Changes. I don't know. I can't possibly say that I like one more than the other, because this one is got its heart-rending moments, and then you have that relationship between he and Karen, and you wonder about that, and then you wonder about his other relationships and how he's never really how he can never solidify them, just because of the fact that he, as a wizard, can live thousands and thousands of years, and that's not really that big of a deal, just because as you will know, those with the magic ability, they know the secrets of everything and how to crack the code, basically, in order to live for so long as they like, just because knowledge is power, as we will know. Not really sure what else to say about Skin Game, other than it was so entertaining. I could not put it down, and I gave it to a friend of mine at work, and he's going to a convention, so I'm super excited. I'm a little bit envious, but I'm super excited for him, because he said that he would try to get this book signed by Mr. Butcher himself. I thought, I went to squee mode. So I'm really looking forward to it. And even if he doesn't get it signed, I don't care. At least he can tell me about the experience, and I will vicariously feel like I've been there. But it's gonna be great. I can't wait. It's I'm excited. I'm excited for him. I know this sounds kind of strange. I am excited for my friend, and it's not until August, so I gotta wait a bit. But other than that, let's see. I've been writing quite a bit. I am doing my illustrations for 21. I am going to be working on a script that my friend proposed to me. That the song I wrote, Owls, that was actually written for Thriller to Rain. That's why I said per my friend's request. That was Thriller. I can't even talk. Thriller to Rain, and he's from the UAE. he's a absolutely stupendous stand-up, fantastic guy, and I love him to death. And this love is unconditional. I can't really love him. I mean, beyond agape and unconditional love, because I haven't really met him face to face. But he and we're perfect. I mean, it's just we have an understanding of each other that I don't have with anybody else, and I don't know why, but it's just he gets me, and few people do. The only other person who does is my father, and my mother did too, but they're my birth parents, so yeah, they would understand me. But other than that, Thriller the Rain is the only guy who really understands me. So I'm glad that there's at least somebody else in this world who knows where I'm coming from, and I don't have to translate everything I say to him. And it's so relieving to do that. I don't have to censor myself or dumb myself down, because I hate dumbing myself down to other people just so I make some semblance of sense. And it's hard sometimes, but things are kind of looking up for me. I don't know if you heard my update about my father, but Sunday night I had to work early. I didn't get to go to church, so I was a little bit upset about that, because I really don't like working Sundays anyway. But he was in the our boarder decided to drive him, because I don't like driving my dad's car, because I just feel like it's not meant for me to drive, and I get really locked up, and I just get really anxious, and I can't drive my dad's car. I don't like to, and it's too stiff, and I just don't feel right driving. It just feels like a lumbering bucket of bolts when I do it. And I drive my Volkswagen. I have no problem. But anyway, our boarder drove the car to the ER, and we were in the ER for 5 hours straight. So I had a chance to do some good reading. Our boarder was out in the waiting room the whole time. I was in the ER with Dad, just staying by his side, just because I'm a good comfort. He told me once that I was a good comfort for him, so I'm glad I can do so. I was perfectly calm, cool, and collected. They realized that he had congestive heart failure, just like we deduced, and they gave him a whole bunch of Lasix, which is basically a water pill, and he urinated everything out. So I said, "Hey, Dad, you're full of pee." He laughed about it. And he took a Lasix pill yesterday, and he took a Lasix pill today and Monday. And, well, Monday is when he actually got to see the cardiologist, whom I absolutely love. And the cardiologist and I have a great rapport. The cardiologist is an absolutely outstanding individual, and he's a professional and knows what he's talking about. And he said as far as my dad's back pain was concerned, he could take an Aleve, and for the itchiness for his pacemaker, he could take a Benadryl, but it would make him sleepy. And my dad said, I already have a problem with sleepiness when I get a good meal. So I said, no, you don't need to take a Benadryl. My dad said, no, I don't need to take a Benadryl. I can just deal with the itchiness, and I'll survive without it. So, my father's macho. He's pretty tough. And I love that. I love his resilience. I love the fact that he is just, he's an incredible person. And I know I'm being biased, but he's sensational. And he's doing much better, thankfully. So I will keep all of you updated. amongst other things in my life, we just recently discovered in church that somebody passed away that was rather young, and it was a shock to all of us. So I'm sad about that, and I'm sad for the family's sake, and I wish I could do something. And I've offered them my condolences, and I'm going to offer them my condolences again when I see them, because it can't be easy. It's hard losing a parent. I should know. I've been through it. But if you have an extended family, then you could pull through. But basically, that's all I have to say. Other than when I have time, I'm hoping I can do it today sometime, and I'm not sure. But I have a parody of Dawes' Most People, which I call the Tune of the Optimistic Cashier. So I'm going to be putting that up in a bit, maybe, hopefully. Until next time, see you around.